All right, Jojo and Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
You are mother and daughter?
Yes.
You guys are from West Virginia.
Yes.
How long have you been here in Los Angeles?
A year.
And what brought you out here?
We came out here to go to rehab.
Drugs are part of both your lives?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a big thing back in West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about your life in West Virginia. Does Jojo have a dad?
No. My dad's dead.
Your dad died.
Yeah.
Can I ask what from?
Fentanyl.
Oh, really? And what is your drug?
Fentanyl and crystal.
Mm. And where do you stay on Skid Row? Do you have housing yet?
No. We started in a tent on Wall Street.
Where?
Wall Street.
In a tent?
Yeah.
You're in a tent?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of Skid Row?
It's not like West Virginia.
No, it's not.
No.
It's kind of similar, but
It's a little more wild.
Huntington's pretty bad, but Skid Row's another level.
Yeah. Definitely different.
And how are you guys surviving? How do you make money?
Pretty much by any means necessary. Middleman and sex work.
Sex work for both of you guys? How old are you, Jojo?
20.
20? And you've done that before as well, Michelle?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that something you've done for a long time, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did Michelle start with the drugs?
I was 8.5 months pregnant with my oldest son, and a doctor put me on pain pills.
And that's how it began?
A long time ago.
You're good. And the rehab that you came out here for didn't work out?
No. We had actually had a door-to-door transfer to go home to a rehab that I used to work at, where I was clean for 3.5 years, and the insurance guy that set us up with the rehab, where he wouldn't be able to, make any money off of it, so they just chose not to send us home. The rehab was willing to take us. We just needed to be put on a plane. And nobody would do it.
Do you like it better out here or back in West Virginia?
No, I want to go home.
Both of you?
Both of them.
Jojo, how did you get introduced to the hard drugs?
I was in a really toxic relationship. And after my dad died, I started going downhill. I quit doing everything I loved. Started smoking weed. And I went from crystal to fentanyl.
How did sex work start for you?
Down here.
Here in LA, you did?
Mm-hmm.
And how do you do it? You go to what's the street? Agatha?
Mm-mm.
What street do you work on? Or whatever.
7th and Wall.
Hmm. And the guys that'll pick you up are from Skid Row, or they're from outside?
Skid Row.
So you're not making a whole lot of money.
He's talking about the people that come in the cars.
Yeah. they usually come to me.
I'm sure they live outside Skid Row.
Sometimes.
Michelle, how do you feel about having your daughter do this?
It's horrible. I try to keep her in the house as much as I will can. But she's so stressed out I get, and she just goes off and does her own thing.
Why is it you think that so many people back in West Virginia are using drugs?
Doctors.
The doctors that prescribe all the painkillers?
Yeah.
That's how it started?
It's cool. You know, it's like tri-states, like coal mining and stuff, so, you know, people get hurt, doctor will put them on pills and cut them off, and, you know, what else they're supposed to do. I had no idea. When the doctor gave me the pills, I guess I'd be like taking Tylenol. I never thought in a million years you could get sick from it or anything. And after months of taking them, I'm like, you know, I thought I was pregnant again. I had no idea. And since there's been, you know, jail and out of prison, I didn't raise my kids.
Do you have other kids other than Jojo?
I have 4 boys back home and a daughter that's deceased.
How did she pass away?
Premature labor. She was a year older than Joe. Yeah,
Your life's been rough.
A little bit.
What do you think you'd do if you went back to West Virginia?
I would definitely try to go back to the rehab I used to work at and get my shit together. It's taking some online classes now. So hopefully, I don't know, maybe save up the money and get a ticket home or something. I definitely don't want to stay out here. I've aged probably 10 years. Just a year being out here.
Jojo, how far did you go in school?
I got to 11th grade, but I failed it 3 times. I was in 9th 3 different times.
And if you went back to West Virginia, what would you do, you think?
And get my GED and start playing basketball again. Try to go to college and play for a basketball team. Like, my heart is set on basketball.
What do you think of Skid Row? Tell me what you guys have to go through down there.
A lot of bullshit.
It's dangerous for a couple of females down there, right?
I mean, I don't think it is, but
We have some pretty good people that look over us, take care of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. People that's been there for a long time. And, you know, kind of like where we're at. It's like what they say goes, so, you know, they make sure we're okay. Real good people.
Michelle, do you have any regrets in your life?
Where to start? I think in my life, everything's a regret.
If you had your life to live all over again, what would you have done differently, you think?
Everything. The only good that came out of my life was my children.
What are you afraid of now? What do you worry about?
That my daughter will get stuck in this life. My heart breaks every day that I have to watch her go through this. And I can't get us out of it.
Do you feel responsible for the situation she's in?
Yeah. I brought her to California to show her that there's a big, beautiful life out there. And her life wasn't over. But instead, I got Skid Row.
Michelle, let me ask you one last question. What would you say is the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
Important lesson. You know how when like older people give you advice and they're like, don't do that, you know? And they try to give you some wisdom. When I was young, when people would tell me that, it's like, man, whatever, you're old, you don't know what you're talking about. And anything that somebody would tell me, I would do the exact opposite. And I've learned the hard way for a lot of years. Still am. I'm almost 40 years old. I'm not even 40 years old yet. I'm still learning lessons the hard way because I'm so, I don't know. Man, when somebody gives you a piece of wisdom, definitely take it.
All right. Jojo and Michelle, thank you so much for sharing your stories. I wish you lots of luck. I hope you find a better life in West Virginia.
I hope so too.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. When I was designing the first Soft White Underbelly book, I realized that there were so many great portraits that weren't going to make it into that book. They just wouldn't fit. And once I saw how well that first book sold, I knew I'd have to design a second book. This second book is finally ready to ship. Like the first one, this book has a collection of some of the best portraits from Soft White Underbelly, accompanied by a quote from that person's interview. This book features another group of Rebecca portraits, as well as a collection of color images of the Whitaker family, and plenty of others. You can order yours for $125 or $150 for a signed copy at softwhiteunderbelly.org. Again, like the first book, once this book is sold out, I will not be printing more of them. The portraits are what Soft White Underbelly is all about, and these two books contain the best of all that work. Thank you for watching.